This is Haider. I'm 11 years old and I'm in grade 7. I love reading books as it expands my knowledge and introduces me to different cultures. It improves my memory and builds my vocabulary. It also reduces stress and strengthens my brain. I read my first book when I was 3 years old. I still remember a happy moment when my mother held me in her arms and read a storybook with me for the first time. Time passes and I grew from a little kid to a big boy. However, the love of reading books has never changed. Having the freedom to read and choosing books is one of the best gifts my parents has ever gave me. That's why I was always running to a bookstore or at their school library. Now I read at school, I read on the way home, and every night when I go to sleep. The title of my favorite book is Extreme Survival. This is because venturing into the wild and finding out how to stay alive in Earth's most challenging environments makes me feel most alive. It is explored in detail through 100 facts, fantastic images, projects, quizzes, activities, and hilarious illustrations. In this book, you'll learn how to pack a life-saving survival kit and discover where to find water in a desert, surviving natural disasters, or defending yourself against animal attacks. This book is part of a 100 Facts series, and it is one of the best-selling books by a well-known publisher, Miles Kelly. The author of this book is Jen Green. She's a British writer and editor of informative books, mainly specializing in geography, history, nature, environment, and social issues. She also writes about science, human body, survival, art, and artists. She has written over 250 published books, mostly for children aged 5 to 15, but also for adults. Many of them have been translated into different languages. One of her recent work was a biography of Martin Luther King. It is a non-fiction informative book that talks about different techniques needed to survive outdoors. The genre is specifically survival. There are no main characters in this book. As you know, it is informative. This book mainly talks about the most required survivals, which are food and water, because nothing is more important than having suitable drinking water and food. Fire is also vital for survival. You can keep matches in your survival kit, but you should also learn how to make fire without matches or flint, because fire can help to purify water, ward off predators, and even send signals for help. Ground signals are also required for survival, such as SOS, which stands for Save Our Souls, which can be seen by low-flying planes to know that you need help. In an emergency, a mobile phone is also a lifeline if you can get the signal. This book consists of 38 pages and 19 chapters. It is a series of 38 books. I read a few of these books, which took me about four weeks to complete. But since this was my favorite, it took me about 3 days to complete. I usually spend 25 minutes to read the book per day. I enjoyed reading this book because it talked about a young man who survived in a desperate situation in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. In 1982, yachtsman Steve Callahan found himself in a blow-up raft. He had a little time to abandon ship, but he kept calm. He had a little food, a fishing kit, and a pump for the raft. He used a spear to catch fish and fend off sharks. After 72 days, he was finally spotted by a fishing boat. He waved frantically at them and was rescued by them. His willpower made me feel that if I were in a hopeless situation where I can't do anything, I should be very determined to stay alive and find a way to survive. I learned that if you're lost, don't panic. In the morning, you can use the sun to work out your direction. At night, groups of stars can show you the way, or you could climb a hill to spot landmarks. As you know, glaciers are extremely hazardous to travel over. When crossing a glacier, climbers must rope together for safety. The reason is, if one climber falls in, another can haul him out. In natural disasters such as earthquakes, hide under a table or in a doorway. When a tsunami occurs, head for the nearest high ground, such as hills, and don't return to the low ground. If a volcano erupts, get out of the path the lava flows. Cover your nose and mouth with a damp cloth. In rainforests or deserts, if any dangerous animals such as lions, bears, or tigers approach you, face the animal while slowly backing away. There are a few quotes in this book, but I chose the one which was my favorite. It says, to survive, you need to be quick thinking, determined, and sometimes very lucky. It means anytime you struggle in a situation of life and death, you should always never give in on yourself. Another skill we should all acquire is thinking fast and rationally. But however, in such situations, sometimes all you need is just luck. I recommend this book to others because you will learn how to work with nature, not against it, so you can handle a healthy dose of confidence, stay safe, and survive, no matter what dangers you encounter. You will also learn different tactics, techniques, and tricks step by step for any extreme situations to use in emergencies. On this episode of the program, Leaders Are Readers, let's talk about digital eye strain. All that computer usage, along with hours of video games, surfing social media on smartphones, and watching television could be damaging to our eyes. Eye strain is bad for the eyes and might cause symptoms such as blurry vision, problem shifting focus, eye fatigue, back and neck pain, headaches, and eye dryness. To prevent eye strain, make sure to keep an arm's length away from the screen. Try going outside regularly. Take breaks. Look away from the screen every 20 minutes. And of course, try to read more printed books instead of digital. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching Leaders Are Readers. Now go ahead and take a break from the screen and remember, read fast, read smart, love books.